Greetings, Bapu family. Bapu, believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. This morning topic, school violence. Let me address the issue at hand. Violence in school. How do we address this issue and school violence? Oftentimes we look at school violence, but it is reflective of the environment. It is reflective of pain. Can reflective of emotional scars, some traumatic experience of students. So there's always some contributing factors to bad behavior in schools, and we have to try to address these issues socially. So there must be social intervention, and when we look at it, the social intervention is needed. We have guidance counselors within our schools. But what I implore the Andrew Only Said administration to do, each community there must be community guidance counselors, because we have to trample on the issue from the home before it reaches school, because we already see what's going on now, the rampancy of violence in our schools, because it as a result from the home. Oftentimes, bad behavior is reflective of pain, reflective of emotional scar, some form of traumatic experience, abuse. So many times you find that students are being abused. They experience some abuse from home or some traumatic experience. So they unleash such emotion, whether anger, pain, whatever emotion, they unleash it by fighting. So we have to understand the cause of a problem before we try to address it. Once we understand the cause and we bring forth a solution to address these issues. So again, the Andrew Only administration should focus on community guidance counselors, because we have to understand if our schools have a rampancy rather of violence, we have to trample on such violence from the home. So I can recall there was a time when Mr. Ronald Twaits, former education minister, he make a controversial comment with regards to students. He described students as Lego beast. Bad behaving students were described as Lego beast. He faced backlash, he faced harsh criticism for such statement. I recall the opposition spokesperson on education, Commissioner Johnson Smith, demanded that Mr. Twaits retract such statement and apologize. He was hesitant. Mr. Twaits was hesitant, and he didn't want to apologize, but in the long run he ended up apologizing for such comment. Nevertheless, he retracted such statement, and which is of utmost importance, and we have to understand that Miss Commissioner Johnson Smith's argument was that it is condemnation. I understand. At the time, I wasn't looking at it at the way how Miss Commissioner Johnson Smith was looking at it. Sorry, but when I get to look through it and understand the reason why she said that is really condemnation, it is because as you grow older, you get to understand life on different levels. Oftentimes, bad behavior is reflective of environment, reflective of what they are going through, this pain. So they unleash their bad behavior. They unleash their emotion. As a result, their emotion, they unleash it. They do violence. So their behavior is reflective of their traumatic experience. They are emotionally scarred and stuff like that. But whatever they are going through, so a child may behave in a way, manifest bad behavior at school. What should be done is some form of social intervention for these students. All the students that displays bad behavior at school, the student must be identified, and guidance counselor, these homes need to be visited, because the home is the problem, parenting. what is going on? Something is going on in this home. Why this child behave in such a way? Something is going on in this home. So what I can suggest, I have the solution. Sorry. The Andrew Honest-led administration must ensure that there are community-based guidance counselors. Community-based guidance counselors to address the issue of school violence. So we have to, the social intervention is first have to begin in the home. In the home. So when we address when these issues addressed within the confines of the home, we won't have this problem at school. So again, community guidance counselors, the solution to these problems. Try to reach the home, try to find out what's going on in this home, because I understand why the Lego Beast quote unquote comment by Mr. Ronald to his former education minister was inappropriate. I understand it now. Then I didn't understand at the time. I was like, why these people like don't want to hear the truth about their children bad behavior? But as I, maturity and being a father, I understand that, oftentimes when you see children behave in such a way, it's reflective of their pain, some emotional scar. Unfortunately, they're being through a lot. These children that have students being abused, being molested at home, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, etc. So let us just deal with the solution to the problem. Social intervention, guidance counselors. Bapo TV, I am out.